the beauty of technology and phones and surveillance cameras, because it doesn't lie. And then by the time you left, you don't even have time to go back home and back to Applebee's. This is your chance to let the weight of the world off your shoulders, because I know it's on there.
I haven't done anything wrong, sir. Am I being charged with something?
Welcome to MadCamz Edition 16. Thanks for checking us out. Big shout out and thank you to the members, the newest one being Vamp Faye. Memberships go directly to getting new footage and equipment. If you're able, we really appreciate it. This case is another dark one, so we must say viewer discretion is advised. Now on to the video. On the Monday morning of October 23rd, 2017, in the city of Strongsville, Ohio, a beloved mother, wife, and teacher, Melinda Pleskovic, was found in her kitchen, lying in a pool of her own blood. At 8:07 p.m., her soon-to-be son-in-law, Jeffrey Scullin, called 911 after returning home from dinner with his daughter and his father-in-law-to-be, Melinda's husband, Bruce. Let's back up a bit, though. Jeffrey and his daughter had met his fiancée, Melinda's daughter, Anna, at the Applebee's she worked at while she was on shift for dinner. They all lived together. Bruce had met them there and was irritated because he had waited at another restaurant Melinda told him to meet her at earlier that day. But she never showed, and wouldn't answer her phone either. It was odd Melinda hadn't joined them, as they ate out together often. But more importantly, Jeffrey's mother was supposed to join them as well to discuss the final preparations before the wedding that was coming on Saturday. After finishing their meal, Jeffrey, his daughter, and Bruce headed back home, but when they arrived at the house, the keys for the front door would not work. But that was unusual. After banging on the door for several minutes, Bruce and Melinda's teenage son, Kyle, who happens to have Down syndrome, was able to unlock and open the door from the inside. Upon making entry, Bruce immediately saw a disturbance in the kitchen. As he got closer, his worst fears were imagined. There lay his wife in a pool of her own blood. He lost it. Jeffrey called 911 first, but Bruce called as well. Both were on the phone with dispatch as officers arrived. Cops secured the scene immediately. Anna, unfortunately, was notified while she was still at work and driven home by a coworker to be with her family. Strongsville EMS acted as quickly as they could and attempted life-saving measures while transporting Melinda to Southwest General. Tragically, by 8:49 p.m., she was pronounced dead. Detectives began interviewing the family, Bruce, Anna, Jeffrey, and others, but one of the members' stories just didn't add up.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Southwest 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Somebody's been attacked in my house.
Somebody's been what?
Attacked.
What's the address?
I'm home.
They attacked who? Who was attacked? Someone get my fires.
Mel Pleskovic. Mel Pleskovic was attacked.
He was attacked by whom? Do you know?
She was. No, we just came home. She's on the kitchen floor. I took her son and my daughter outside. Her husband is inside with her now.
So the husband attacked her?
No. We just came home.
You came home and found her injured on the floor?
We found her in the kitchen. She's not moving. I took the kids and I walked outside. I didn't know.
So did she look like she was beaten or what?
She has blood all around her. I didn't look. I grabbed the child and left. Can you please send someone here?
I am. Hold on a moment. Don't hang up, sir. Do not hang up.
911. What city is the emergency in?
I think my wife's dead. Someone.
We've
got people breaking into our fucking house.
Sir.
And now someone fucking killed her.
Sir, tell me the city you need to talk to.
Strongsville, Ohio.
Okay, you need to be transferred. Don't hang up.
Okay, wait. Ambulance is coming and shit. We were waiting for her. She sent me.
911, what's the city of your emergency?
Strongsville, Ohio. We have people on the way already.
What's the address?
I think someone killed my wife.
You think someone killed your wife?
Yeah, it looks like there's stab wounds on her back. We've had people trying to break into our house all year, stealing shit.
Sir, I need to ask you questions, okay? Are you there right now?
I just got in the door with my new son-in-law. My son Kyle was here with her.
Sir, what I want you to do is walk outside and stay in the front. Okay, you said she's stabbed in the back?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, if you don't, do you think you can start CPR?
I don't think her face hit the ground and there's blood. There's a pool of blood.
Can you see if she's breathing?
No, she is not.
Do you think you can start CPR?
No.
Thanks for waiting, Jeff.
You're fine. You gave me a chance to test the two-way mirror.
Did you see me?
No, there's this thing on Facebook. If you touch a mirror, it's regular. Your finger won't your fingertips won't touch, but if you touch a two-way mirror, it does. I didn't think it was actually real until I tested it.
Yeah, we've actually never used it.
I've always wanted to see one of these rooms, to be honest. So.
Yeah.
I should under better circumstances.
Well, let me reintroduce myself, though. I'm Detective Stoltz. Okay, so obviously you met at the home. I appreciate you coming here voluntarily and talking to me. You're free to leave at any point or stop the questioning at any point. You're not in any trouble. You're not under arrest. I'm here just to try to piece together what happened at the house. Okay.
If we could speed it along a little bit, I would like to go see my family and everything.
I understand that.
I'm not trying to rush it or anything, but
perfectly understandable. I'm going to do the best I can. Okay. Jeff, can you spell your last name for me one more time?
SCULLIN. Do you think I could sit in that chair? I'm a little big.
This one? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you can switch it out.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'd like you just to tell me about your day. Just start in the morning, from what I understand. Tell me if I'm wrong. Living in the home after talking to Bruce is yourself, your fiance, Bruce's daughter, Anna, and my understanding is Megan is there 2 to 3 times a week.
That's on average. Sometimes, some weeks she won't show up. Sometimes she'll stay longer.
Okay.
If I had to give a good guess, 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, and she's randomly there.
Randomly.
Okay.
Actually, no, weekends and then some weekdays. Weekdays if she's going out of town on a business trip.
Mm-hmm.
She flies to California every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. And Kyle is there?
24/7.
And Mel?
Yes.
Okay, so only people that live there?
Besides people that come to visit, no.
Right. The only people that actually live there?
Yes.
Okay. And you and Anna and your baby stay downstairs in the basement?
That's our area, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you lived there?
I couldn't even begin to tell you.
What do you...
Like a month after her birthday. So like a year and a half maybe. A little bit less than a year and a half. I think that's rounding. I don't know the exact date when we moved in.
Okay.
Or whatever.
That's fine. And you guys are set to be married on Saturday?
Well, we're going to cancel it now, but we were set to be married.
And where's that going to be at?
Skyview Lodge over in Brunswick. If you go straight down Pearl, it's the one that overlooks all the vineyards, and you can see like the one person in the distance.
In the home, does everybody get along?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a fight the other day.
Who's we?
Bruce drinks a lot. When he does, sometimes he gets a little, I don't know, dickish. And he kind of came after me a little bit because he was upset because I said I would help him with stuff around the house, and apparently I wasn't doing it to his schedule, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And so, what do you mean he came at you?
Oh, he didn't come at me like...
just verbally?
Just verbally through text. Nothing.
Okay.
The next day, it was kind of like he sent a few text messages saying he was sorry and everything. It was kind of water under the bridge.
Okay. So other than guys living under the same roof, everybody kind of butts heads every once in a while, understandable.
That's little stuff like, hey, pick this up.
But not physical. Nobody's physical to anybody?
No,
okay.
Never.
Okay.
They're very good family.
And where do you work, Jeff?
Right now, I got laid off. I was laid off 2 months ago. No.
And where were you working?
Berea City Schools.
And what did you do for them?
I was an HVAC tech.
Okay. And how long did you work there?
A year and 5 months, 6 months.
And how have you been getting by lately financially? Anna, how you getting along financially? Is Anna?
I've been using a lot of my savings, and then Anna's been paying for all the small stuff to help me out until I get another job.
Mm-hmm. And so, what do you mean you came at you?
I mean, I don't know the exact date when we moved in. But it was
Do you have any investments? Any other income?
Rental houses. We have rental houses. Me and my dad.
Your father and you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jeff Scullin as well. He's a senior.
Okay, you're a junior?
Yeah.
And how much income does that bring you each month, you personally?
I don't know off the top of my head the full math of it, but my dad will just give me a cut whatever I need. If I ask him if I need some money, he'll give it to me.
Oh, okay, so you don't get a regular cut unless you ask
No,
for
not
it?
a regular cut. Well, I mean, I would, but he just like, if he goes, hey, you need an extra $500, he'll give me an extra $500.
So you do get a regular cut? You get your half?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Can I ask you 2 questions?
You sure can.
Was everything with my dad's car okay?
I don't know. I've been here.
I've been here.
I'd like you to start this
When I
morning,
woke
Monday morning, okay? And tell me what time you wake up and what's your routine.
Right now I don't really have a routine unless I plan things out. So today I didn't have anything to do. But I do think there is something to note. Last night, my sister was over the weekend. Well, she left her book bag in my other car, which I left at my mother's house.
Say it again.
My sister, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
No, I may have just thought about it.
Saturday, my sister Anna, Megan, and their friend went to Cedar Point for the bachelorette party.
Okay.
They were there Saturday, and then Sunday I took her to the movies and back.
Your sister?
Yes, but then she left her book bag in my car. So I said I would bring it by like later because she texted me
In the
about
truck?
it. No, I was driving the truck that day, but I left my other car, the car I normally drive, LeSabre. It's a silver LeSabre.
Where is that car tonight?
It's at my mother's house. Do you need to go look through it?
No, I just trying to understand the dynamics over there.
She asked me to bring it, so I went there at like 11. I walked out the back door, and
This was yesterday.
Yes, it was last night. I don't know if Bruce mentioned it. We lost keys. We filed a replacement thing. He was cleaning all the cars, and we filed a report, not a replacement. I don't know what I'm talking about. He was cleaning the cars, and he lost keys, and people were hitting the alarm button and holding it down. We filed police reports and everything. But right when I got in Anna's car, because the truck was blocked in, I was just going to take Anna's Cavalier, the blue Cavalier. And I was going to drive over, unlock my car, and throw it inside the house, the book bag, and leave, Right when I left, someone hit the big alarm button. So, like, whoever does have the keys was, like, had to see me walk out at, like, 11:30 last night. I just figured that was worth noting. I forgot to write that down in the...
Okay. Tell me about the morning. What time did you wake up?
Probably like 10:25, because Anna had to be at work at 10:40.
And who else is in the home at that time?
Just me. I brought the dog up because the other day someone tried to get in the house, so I felt better with him being up there. He follows the baby around, so I feel better like when she's in the house when he's around.
Mm-hmm.
He was up there, and the other dog was in the laundry room. And no one was there for the longest time. It was just me, and then I think around 1, Mel came home. I don't know the exact time. She didn't tell me she was coming home. She just kind of showed up. And she walked in. We were going to meet my mom. She helped pay for the wedding because I didn't have enough money and my card wasn't going through. So she gave me some money, but then I was late, so they ended up going up there to pay for it. Well, we were all going to meet for dinner later that night. I was going to go pick my mom up after she got home from work, and I was going to be like, hey, they want to go have dinner, let's go have dinner at Applebee's. It was going to be this nice little thing. Well, Mel said she didn't want to do that, she just wanted me to go grab the money and everything. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do that when Mom gets home. So I left. No, I didn't leave. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry, I'm really fucking tired.
It's okay. So
where was I?
Well, I mean, you're at home. Mel came home at 1, so we're at 1 o'clock, and then the plan was. That's fine. That's okay. The plan was to meet for dinner, but Mel didn't want to do that, and she asked you to go get. She asked you to meet your mom.
Go grab the money. I had to go grab like $600 from my mom and the rest from my bank.
But Mel asked you to do that.
She asked me to go do that, and I said I'd do it when she got home, and she said okay. And that wasn't an issue. That was the end of the conversation.
Okay, $600 from mom. Okay.
And then
you just told her after work.
And her excuse, yeah, I told her when she got home.
Okay. Where does your mom work?
She works at a bank downtown, Fifth Third. She's like in the big vault thing or whatever. But I'm sorry, where was I?
Well, it's still 1 o'clock. I'm supposed to meet for dinner, but
she said she said she had to do something. She wouldn't elaborate, which I'm not going to press. It's not my business. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay,
and
but she couldn't.
She just didn't say anything. And then she said she was going to the doctor and that I might need to get Kyle off the bus. Which I get Kyle off the bus most days because everyone works during the day, which isn't a big issue. Like, he just doesn't like me that much, so he just like runs upstairs, which that's fine. But I got Kyle. Fast forward later, like everything's normal. Kyle's gonna come home soon.
Did she leave? Did Mel leave?
Yeah, she went to the doctor's office.
So what time did she leave?
Not too long after that. She was only home for like maybe 20, 30 minutes if that.
What time does Kyle get home?
Exactly 3 o'clock. So I walked out at around 2:56, 2:57, and the bus was already there.
You guys walked back inside?
I was still outside. We were chilling outside. It was raining, but he didn't want to go inside, so he's kind of like running around the cars and stuff.
Okay.
And right when I was finally getting him like to go inside, Mel pulled in, and she's like, "Hey, what is up?" Say hi.
What time? How long were you guys outside before Mel came home?
No more than 5 minutes, if that.
Okay, so she came up shortly after 3.
Yeah. And then I had the baby ready to go because I was going to my Aunt Jeannie's. I don't know if I gave the one officer her information and everything so you could call and ask if you need to. But I was going there. I help with her lawn and her house and stuff. She can't do stuff like that. I was supposed to do leaves and cut some bushes down, but on the way there I ran out of gas.
What time did you leave then?
Like right after. I just walked in and grabbed the baby.
So as soon as Mel came home, you left right away?
Literally right away. And I didn't notice with the truck that the light popped on for the gas, so I'm driving down Prospect and I lost, it stalled out. I pulled to the side of the road a little bit, turned on my hazards. I was in view. On Drake. What is it? The one going to? I'm sorry.
Well, you went. Are you heading?
I'm heading towards Prospect. I think that's Drake, right?
Okay, so you're heading across Drake.
I could see Get-Go, but I had the baby and it was pouring rain, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Okay. You were going to your aunt. I'm sorry. What was her name?
Aunt Jeannie's.
You ran out of gas on Drake Road. Did you know where at on Drake?
Within view of Get-Go? Like maybe 200 feet.
You're in your truck.
Yeah. Right. I was pulled to the side of the road. I had hazards.
You were by Get-Go?
Yeah. I had my 2 gas tanks in the back, but they were empty.
What kind of, how big are those, like 5-gallon gas
tanks? Just 2 5-gallon ones. They're in the back of the truck if you go over, but there was a nice man who stopped. I pulled out an umbrella, this little umbrella. I was going to walk with the baby carriage and the thing. Like, I couldn't find my phone. I didn't know where it was. But I was going to walk. The plan was, but someone stopped and asked if I needed help. And I gave him $10, and he went and filled the gas can up and brought it back. He was very nice.
Okay, so you weren't near Get-Go within walking distance, huh?
Well, no. I could see it, is what I'm saying. I was in view.
Okay.
Not like walking distance. Distance. I could see like the corner of the sign.
Okay. So you gave him $10, he filled them up?
Yeah. And then right after that,
you didn't go with him?
No, I had the baby. I didn't want to get in a stranger's car with the baby.
Okay, so he fills them up.
I figure worst case is he steals my gas tank and $10. Okay. Best case is he came back and he seemed like a really nice old guy. He had red Lincoln and he pulls up and asked if I was okay. But I called my dad right after that and let him know I was on my way to Jeannie's. I got there, she was waiting for me. I was late because I had to stop and get gas and stuff.
Okay, and then you go to your aunt's?
Yes.
On Abigail?
On Abigail Lane.
Is anybody home?
Yeah, Jeannie was there.
Okay, do you know what time you get there now? How long does all this take? You left shortly after 3. What time do you think you got to her house?
Probably 4:30.
That's a long time.
I was stuck there for whatever. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find my phone. I got there. I was talking to her for a while.
Okay, let me just backtrack a little bit.
Right.
What do you mean you couldn't find your phone?
I couldn't find it for the longest time. It fell. If you look at the truck, I don't know if you took a good look. The two seats, the way they come together, they go like this. Mm-hmm. And then in the center where the seatbelts are, there's a big hole. Mm-hmm. And when shit goes down there, you have to go in the back seat to get it. Mm-hmm. And so my phone slid down there and behind. So when I stopped and got the gas, I had to open the door, mm-hmm. reach back there and grab my phone.
Okay. So you get to your aunt's 4:30, give or take. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what do you do there?
It was raining, so I couldn't cut anything or do anything. So I kind of just talked to her. I cut up some...
What were you supposed to cut?
She wanted me to cut down some shrubs and stuff, and then I wanted to rake all the leaves for her because she's got all these big pine trees and everything behind her. She's got big pine trees and a couple of oak trees.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're there for an hour?
Probably a little bit more. I called my dad when I left. If you look at my phone, it'll tell you what time I was leaving. Like the exact time. And then I went from there.
Was that nobody else was there? Just you and her?
Just me and her dog and the baby. I spoke to Anna a couple times on the phone. I spoke to my dad on the phone while I was there, and then I called him after I left as well. And then I texted Anna that I was on my way when I was pulling out of the driveway as well. And then I also texted her here when I got to Applebee's.
Okay, and then from there, where did you go from your aunt's house?
To Applebee's. We went straight to Applebee's. We were all supposed to meet there originally. But Anna told Bruce to go there, and she told me to go there. Because either way, we needed to go get keys from her. Because we couldn't I couldn't get in the house at least.
What time do you think you get to Applebee's?
I don't know the exact time offhand, but if you guys still have my phone, if you look at it, I sent here when I walked in the door.
Did you call Bruce at all, or did he call you?
Yeah, we spoke a few times when I was trying to figure out where Mel was. Because I tried to get back in the house to change and take a shower, because I was kind of stinky. We were all trying to get a hold of Mel, so we all crisscross called each other, trying to figure out where she was.
So you guys were calling each other, you and Bruce?
Yeah, I called him a few times. He called me once, saying that he was at the wreck, because I asked where he was. I thought they would be together.
Is Anna your server?
Yes.
Okay. And then Bruce arrives 30, 40 minutes after you. Mm-hmm. And when you walk in there, do you bring anything in with you?
Diaper bag and the baby carrier, because she was sleeping.
The clothes that you allowed us to take, was that what you wore into?
That was what I was wearing since I left 3.
Okay.
Left at 3 o'clock.
You ordered food?
He sat down, he asked if I talked to Mel, and I was like, no, have you talked to Mel? We were all trying to figure out what was going on. Anna walked over. We were all talking like, when was the last time we talked to her? When was the last time we do this? He was all pissy that she told him to go to Brew Kettle. Mm-hmm. We were just talking, like, trying to speculate what was going on. We were all blaming a different neighbor and stuff like that. Like, everyone thinks, I hate to say it, everyone thinks whatever. Like, I think it's the girl next door, Laura, her son. I think it's him. Bruce thinks it's Spaz, and Anna thinks it's the other guy next door.
And how long were you guys at Applebee's?
I don't know. We were there a little bit.
What's a little bit to you?
I couldn't really tell you because the way... I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I couldn't give you... Maybe... I don't think a full hour. Maybe. I was there for a while, actually.
Okay. And do you guys leave Applebee's together?
Yeah. Came up behind him at the stoplight. Like I saw him turn when I was coming up to the stoplight.
How did you guys exit Applebee's?
I go through the mall. I think he went a different way because he wasn't in front of me or behind me. When I pulled in the driveway, he was already waiting by the door.
What happened at the front door?
We tried the keys. We talked for a minute he's like, that's her car, she's here. He's like, oh, she's being dumb or whatever. He said like a few other things. You know, he's getting pissed because he thought she blew him off or whatever. Then we tried the one key, it didn't work. We tried the other key, it didn't work. And we're like, well, what the hell are we going to do now? We started knocking, nothing. Like 5 minutes go by. I hit the doorbell like 12 times in a row just to say if someone's sleeping, just to wake him up. And Kyle came and opened the door. And, you know, it seems everything was normal. You know, Kyle opened the door, the lights were all on, nothing seemed out of place, just looking in. I reached in, put the baby to the right like I always do, because the one door doesn't open, so I always put her to the right. And I went back out, grabbed her bag, grabbed my phone, wallet, and I walked in. And then when I was walking back, like about to round the garage, Bruce started screaming about something. I ran in. Kyle picked up the baby and moved her in the living room, the room with the TV.
And then you heard him, you heard Bruce, what did Bruce scream?
I don't know what he screamed at first. I just kind of heard him yell. So I ran in, I thought something was wrong with the baby. Didn't see her at the door, was yelling, where's the baby, where's the baby? Ran into the kitchen, saw her to the right, ran over there, looked at her, nothing was wrong. He was screaming in the kitchen. I thought something was wrong. I turned around and Mel was laying down.
So you went in, you went to the right for the baby? You didn't look?
Well,
is that what you said?
I looked, but I didn't see. You know, I just looked for the little carrier because I was afraid something was wrong with her.
Where's Bruce standing when you come in the house?
Right above her head, like to the right. Like if this is the pantry door, he was standing like this. I didn't even realize she was there at first. And then I shook her leg and she didn't move.
He's yelling, she's bleeding?
He's like, she's bleeding, she's bleeding, she's bleeding. Then he ran past me into the front room and he started digging in his bags looking for his phone. And he yelled, he can't find his phone, he can't find his phone. And then he ran back over and like did something to her. He was looking, touching her or moved her or something. Like, yeah, I think he just touched her back and realized she was bleeding from all over her back or whatever. I pulled out my phone and started calling, and then he yelled, she isn't breathing, and that's when I grabbed Kyle and walked out. But he was screaming something, and then he was on the phone with somebody. I think it was 911. And then that's when you guys showed up.
We talked a little bit at the house. There's weapons in the home.
Yes.
Those are your father's? And
yes.
When did you bring those into the home?
The other day. Yesterday.
On Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
And why did you bring those in?
Because I didn't want to drive around with them in case I got pulled over. That's the only time they were in the house.
Why did he ask you to take them?
We were going, he didn't ask me to take them. We were going to the gun show in that car, the one over in Berea, but he ended up going to the hospital because he has a hand infection. His hand's the size of like a coconut.
And how many guns?
There's a revolver, a small car.
Okay, small what?
A small 40 car. 2 9mm. And a 1911 45. That's it.
And when's the last time you fired a gun?
I fired a gun? Not in a few weeks. Probably a month or two. Like when he went to the hospital the other day. He has his concealed carry weapon in his car. When we were in the hospital parking lot, I walked out and cleared it for my mother. She doesn't know how to do stuff like that. But he goes to the range pretty often. I'm saying there might be stuff on my hands from that. I don't know how long it stays on or anything like that.
And when did you clear your dad's gun?
Saturday.
So the last time you physically touched a gun was Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know when the last time he fired that weapon was. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. And since Saturday, have you showered?
Yes. I think I showered that day. Am I in trouble?
No.
I'm sorry.
You're asking me, you're worried about it, but, if the last time you touched a gun was 40 hours ago at the least, you've showered, you've washed your hands, so you should have anything to worry about.
All right. Thank God I was worried. I didn't know how long that stuff stayed on.
Jeff, how did you get the scratches on your face?
I had a little bumper with the truck. I got tapped. That's from me hitting the steering wheel. You can ask Anna and her mother and her father and whoever else.
When did you get in a car accident?
It wasn't really a car accident, it was just kind of a bump.
Okay. Well, when did you get bumped?
Yesterday. on my way back from helping Dakota move.
Sorry?
I was helping my buddy move from his house here in Prospect, at the corner of Prospect and Lund. He can account from where I was there. And then on the way back, I got bumped, but just enough to just hit my head. And I've had the scratches since yesterday. You can ask Anna or Bruce about it.
Was there a police report?
No, there was no damage on either of the cars. It's just the seam of the wheel sticks out, and that's what cut me. This side, I don't know what that is. This is what hit me.
Yeah, what is on this side? So you hit a steering wheel, it's round, so these are going down. They scratch marks?
I don't think so. It was there last night. It's just from something else. It could be from the Sullivan unit. But this all was there last night. You can ask Anna, Bruce, all of them.
You know, the people that were there on the scene, would you take a polygraph test?
What's that?
A lie detector test.
Sure. Actually, you know what? Wait. I'll talk to my mother about it first, but I mean, I guess I'd be open to it. Wow. I thought those things don't work.
Okay. Do you have any involvement in Mel's death? Any knowledge?
No.
Of anybody? No?
Besides being there.
Who do you think would do something like this?
She's nice. She's well liked. She's a teacher. Everybody knows her and loves her. I mean, granted, we do butt heads every once in a while. Like, we yell at each other about little stuff, but it's like, who doesn't? Basically, they're family. If I had to say someone who did it, I would probably say the person that tried to break in the other day. There's a police report about that. Someone tried to open the door while I was there.
Seems odd to me, because when you heard Bruce screaming, so you said initially you were afraid it's the baby, but you'd come in, you'd go to the scream, so you're looking for Bruce, number one. And then
I was more concerned with the baby because Kyle's...
Well, you're assuming that you're wondering if it's the baby, and Bruce is screaming, so he must see something with the baby.
He just screamed once. He wasn't constantly screaming, if that's what you're trying to say.
So he screamed.
Yes.
You're worried about the baby, so you're going to go to Bruce because you're assuming the baby's by him, right? That's why he'd be screaming.
I was just looking for the carrier. I was just looking for the baby. That's all I got to say, I guess. I wanted to make sure my daughter was safe.
Yeah, I definitely having a hard time with a couple parts of your story, but...
what parts are you having a hard time with, sir?
Like I said, Drake Road, there's an awful long time to be there. And then it's so difficult for me to understand you looking over and not seeing anything.
Right.
So, is there anything on your phone?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Let's walk you out.
As it turns out, preceding the attack on Melinda, Jeffrey had made several reports of attempted break-ins and numerous items had come up missing from his family members. He would tell his family of these intruder encounters, who in turn would panic and call the police. These events were terrorizing his loved ones. With the constant threat of burglary or home invasion, he told them their dog even bit one of these intruders trying to break in the backyard's sliding glass door. Police had started investigating these claims prior to the murder and considered a potential of being connected to it. Coincidentally, a nearby surveillance camera just so happened to be recording the backyard of the Pleskovic residence, specifically the sliding back door. Jeffrey speculated these intruders most likely were the culprit of the thefts and now the murder. We will come back to this though. Being a parent is not cheap, and neither is a wedding. It is unclear how Jeffrey earned a living. He had been laid off during this time, but he told Anna he came from money and also invested in real estate with his parents, but that is yet to be proven. Now let's talk about the Skyview Lodge, a stunning wedding venue in Brunswick, Ohio. This is where Jeff and Anna were planning to be married that coming Saturday, October 28th. But there was one catch. The fee had not been paid. Jeff owed approximately $6,500 for use of the venue, and if not paid by Sunday the 22nd, the wedding would have to be canceled. Melinda, being the saint of a woman and mother she was, would not let her daughter's wedding be canceled. She was so excited for her daughter to get married and told everyone about it. Jeff was supposed to pay for it that day, but due to a car accident with his mother in Cleveland, he couldn't make it. Melinda spoke with Jeff, who promised her that his own mother would pay for it if she could cover it for a day. So Melinda and her daughter drove to Skyview and paid the bill. It is worth noting, though, Jeffrey's card was declined on 14 separate occasions prior to this. Tragically, the following day, Melinda was murdered after returning home from a doctor's appointment around 4 p.m., shot 3 and stabbed at least 35 times in the back. A blood-stained knife was recovered from the scene, but where was the gun?
Hey, I'm Sergeant
Jeff,
Cravatis.
this is my boss,
How are you?
Sergeant Cravatis. He's going to sit in with us.
What was it? Cravatis?
Cravatis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
It's Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wanted to meet you, Jeff. I've been kind of behind the scenes on working on this and just sit in with Ron here.
Okay. We talked a couple times.
Yes.
And has anything changed since those times? Have you thought of anything that might be different? Have you and Bruce had a chance to talk?
I talked to him a little bit. We went to the house and we saw the hole in the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see that before. We kind of looked around. Nothing else, I don't think. We noticed all the laptops were missing because we were there yesterday looking for stuff.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the day, did you ever leave the inside of your house? Did you go in the front yard or backyard?
To let the dogs out.
Just let the dogs out?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how do you let them out, in the back or the front?
Whenever you let Joey out, he either comes back to the door or he goes around to the front. But I don't.
You don't have to chain him up. I saw a long chain there. Does he have to be chained up?
He does. I chain Moose up sometimes, but if it's just me out there, they don't go anywhere. Like, they'll walk right there, and if I tell them to come back, they come back.
Okay. Well, did you stay outside with them, or you
You
just let
have
them
to,
out?
because if you let him run, Joey will run off, and then
Okay.
we'll get calls on him because he has the name on the collar.
Oh, okay.
And then,
Do you know that there's cameras in the back facing your house?
no.
There is.
Where?
On the playground, Deerfield.
Okay.
And it literally hits your house, and if you're in the backyard, to the house to the right of you.
All right.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay. So what you're telling me isn't true. Okay, you went out there, you put Joey on a leash for a little bit. Moose never went outside. You never stayed out on the deck with them.
Well, I'm not trying to lie. I'm just saying that's what I normally do.
Okay. So with that in mind, this camera, the Thursday before this happened, someone tried to get into the house.
Yes.
Well, that camera captures the back of your house. Nobody came to your house.
Well, then someone was... Sir, I'm telling you what I saw.
But I'm telling you what was captured on surveillance camera. Our officers are there. They dust your door. That's all on camera. Nobody. You said he came to the door, you got to the door, and Moose tried to get him, tried to get out, got wedged in the door. None of that happened.
I don't know. Someone tried to open that door, sir.
Jeff,
I'm not...
you told me you were face to face with him.
I was
His hand got in. None of that happened. None of it. So why did you call us and say someone tried to get in the house?
Someone did try to get in the house, I swear.
No, they didn't. Again, it's on camera.
I'm not trying.
We watched the whole day, Jeff.
Why would you make that up?
I didn't make it up.
So that's the great thing about surveillance cameras. It's there, it's live. Our guys are there. You called us. We're there. Nobody comes to your back. Nobody comes to your sliding glass door. None of that happened. And furthermore, did you know I talked to your Aunt Jeannie?
Yeah.
Did she tell you what we spoke about?
No.
She didn't?
We were there last night.
Okay, did she tell you my conversation with her?
No.
Did you tell your Aunt Jeannie that Moose bit the guy and there was blood everywhere?
I did do that because my mother and father don't like the dog. I was trying to say that.
Well, they probably don't like the dog because it's in a bit and they're probably worried about his gonna bite somebody.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't help your dog. Doesn't help your case. So your aunt didn't share our conversation. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. You didn't get to your aunt's until 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, not 4:30. 6 o'clock.
I got there long before 6.
No, you didn't. You were late. You texted your aunt, just if this jogs your memory, you texted your aunt at 5 o'clock that you haven't even left yet. So you couldn't have left at 3 o'clock like you're telling me. Or shortly after 3. That's the beauty of technology and phones and surveillance cameras, because it doesn't lie. So I don't expect you to remember everything to the minute, but the phones, the camera, I don't need to ask. It tells me exactly timestamp. So you're not even at your aunt's house before 5. She says you don't even get there until 6. And then by the time you left, you don't even have time to go back home and back to Applebee's.
That's what I did, sir.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, do you know where I'm going with this?
I do, but I'm never.
Where am I going with this?
You're probably gonna say that I did it, right?
Jeff, you're telling me something happened that didn't happen. You don't have to sit there and try to jog your memory, because it didn't happen. Do you know what time Melinda really got home that day? Because it wasn't at 3 like you said.
It's whenever she got home. I don't know.
Let me just tell you this. It was much later than what you're telling me. Melinda doesn't come home when you say she comes home.
What time did she get home?
Doesn't matter. It's much later than what you're telling me. So your whole... Remember when we first talked, I questioned you, you looked a little irritated about how long, even at that point, when I didn't know as much as I know now, and you said you left at 3. When they came home, you left right away. You said you didn't get your aunt's until 4:30, and even I questioned that. I said, it's an awfully long time from Yale is roughly, what, how many miles?
I've never
4?
GPS'd it.
5? So I questioned it. You seemed aggravated that I would even question it. I said, that's an awfully long time to get from point A to B, run out of gas, when someone came and helped you 20 to 30 minutes after you broke down. So now, not only is the hour and a half, now the hour and a half becomes 3 hours. 3 hours from when you told me you left, and then by the time you get to your aunt's. So what happens in that time frame?
I left when she came home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm... When she walked in the door, I walked out.
Jeff,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
you okay?
I'm shocked. I don't know what's... I saw somebody.
How did you feel when we took your truck? Did you know we took your truck?
My dad told me. He said it was on the news.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think
I
about
just
that?
figured you took it.
Mm-hmm.
You took all the cars in the driveway. I didn't think anything of it. You probably
think
had
anything of
dust and everything for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we send that to a lab.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think that we found?
You probably found blood. We've cut our hands a million times in it.
Your blood?
No. I haven't cut myself in a while.
Well, you said you cut yourself. You guys cut yourselves all the time. Who's we?
Me and my father.
Okay, but you never cut yourself.
Not anytime recently.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Jeff. This is where we're at. Okay. All right. This is your chance to let the weight of the world off your shoulders, because I know it's on there. All right?
I haven't done anything wrong, sir.
Where you're at right now, okay, you could either make this better for yourself and the family, or you continue down this road where it's just going to get worse for you.
Am I being charged with something?
Yes.
I didn't do
So,
anything.
let me tell you this. Let me just tell you this, okay? All right, listen to me.
Yes.
Okay, you're under arrest. Hear me out. You're under arrest, okay, for the murder of Melinda Pleskovic. Okay? So, why don't you stand up, face away from me.
I didn't do anything,
Do you have
sir.
anything on you that shouldn't be on you?
No.
No.
No, I don't. I didn't do anything, sir.
I'm going to read you your rights. Okay? Jeff,
I didn't do
let me, do you want to talk to me a little bit more after understanding your rights? To try to make this better?
Sure.
Sure? Okay. You can stop the questioning or conversation anytime you want. What happened that day that would make you do something like this? Because you don't seem like the type to do this.
I didn't do anything wrong. She took me in. I never...
Right. That help me understand, help this family understand. Jeff, when I asked you, does this family get along? You said, yeah. You said it's a great family. You said they took you in. Melinda was paying for your wedding. We've talked to a number of people. You know who's the most excited about your wedding? Do you know?
No.
Who do you think is the most excited about it?
Anna?
Possibly. Melinda. Everybody we spoke to talked about how excited she was for you to marry her daughter.
They wouldn't.
So do you
I would
want to
never
start?
see her again.
Do you want to start making this right so you can see her one day, or do you want to keep going down this path?
I'm not trying to go down a path. I didn't do anything, sir.
Jeff, did something happen that day that just made you really angry really fast?
No.
Was Melinda an irritant to you about the wedding or anything like that?
No.
Did you guys have words that day?
Yeah.
And what happened?
We talked about little stuff, and then she went to the doctor.
Right. But when I say have words, was there any kind of disagreement that day?
No.
None at all?
No.
Did Melinda ever say things to you that got you upset?
No.
Never?
No, not that day.
Jeff, look at me. We have the murder weapon.
What's the murder weapon?
We have the knife. It has your DNA on it, and it has her blood on it. So how is that possible?
I don't know.
Jeff, listen to me. We've investigated this for many, many hours now, and we've come across a lot of untruths that you've told us. Lots of lies, okay? Things that you've told us that just don't pan out. While we're sitting in this room right now is the time to stop that, okay? It's time to stop with not being truthful. And listen, you're going to look back on this as this is your opportunity to talk to us, okay?
Sir,
So put all the fabrication that's going on up in that head of yours right now, and let's just get to what happened that day.
Sir,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything.
What happened that day, Jeff?
I told you guys what happened that day. I left.
Mm-hmm.
I got broken down for gas. Man, help me. What?
The Good Samaritan that never came. You never went to Get-Go.
No, you weren't in Get-Go.
You weren't in Get-Go.
Video again, Jeff. Another story.
I would never do anything to hurt them.
Give me the truth so I could tell them and help them understand why this happened.
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything.
getting money from your mom. Your mom knows nothing about the money. She was never contributing anything to the wedding. She wasn't even supposed to meet that night. Melinda, who's the most excited about the wedding, would never cancel a meeting about the wedding. Skyview took meticulous notes, and anybody that's met was going to be your mother-in-law, all they could say is how excited she was. Melinda's not canceling any meetings about the wedding, especially 4 or 5 days beforehand. She's not doing it. What happened that day that would make you do this? Because it doesn't seem like something that you would do.
That's right. Jeff, I don't think you meant to do this, but we need to know what happened.
Sir,
you can go a long ways to helping the family understand things by being truthful with us now. And that's the best thing you have to offer at this point, is helping the family to have some understanding, because you caused the death of Melinda, and we know that you did. Don't keep this locked up in your head, okay? Tell us what happened. Jeff, tell me right now, what happened that day?
I left.
No, what happened between you and Melinda?
Nothing.
Get it off your chest.
Sir?
Jeff, all I can tell you is you're being charged with Melinda's death, and as this case progresses, people are going to look and see if you are cooperative. People are going to look and see how you behave since you've been charged.
You know what they're going to look at, Jeff? It's one thing to make a mistake and something spirals out of control, but you know what people are going to look at the most and remember is they want to know why, and did the person show remorse?
I never hurt her. I would never.
And we don't have the why. Nobody's going to understand, and you certainly haven't shown any remorse. There's nothing you could say to us right now that's going to remove the cuffs, but there are things that you can say that's going to help you down the line. So do you want to make this better? Where's the gun?
What?
Where's the gun?
I don't have a gun.
Where is it?
I don't have a gun. The only guns I had were the ones downstairs that you took.
Yeah. And you're going to let me go out there and not be able to give them anything, any understanding.
Sir,
so they could sit there at night and wonder why this would happen to their mother, the same person that took you into their home as one of their own. And that's what you're going to leave me with?
I'm not trying to do anything. I didn't do anything.
That truck that only you drove, that has her blood on the knife, your DNA in your truck.
In the truck.
Nobody, impossible for that to happen. Stop. Just stop.
I didn't do it.
Jeff, nobody in that family has a bad thing to say about you.
Jeff, let's start here, because I really want to know this. Did Kyle see this happen?
I don't know. I didn't do this.
Look at me. You have a family out there has an 18-year-old handicapped son that needs 24-hour care, that no longer has his mother.
I didn't take his mom.
Okay?
I love that kid.
Jeff, do you think we randomly picked you? You're sitting here right now because we've shown that you caused Melinda's death. Now all we're asking from you is an explanation. Let us know what happened.
I didn't do anything.
Jeff,
I didn't.
I'll show you something. See that?
Yeah.
Is that your knife?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Do you see what's on that knife? What color is that?
Red?
It's blood. That's Melinda's blood. You see this handle?
Yeah.
That's your DNA. I heard my boss talking to you about the burglary. I'm not going to walk you back there into our bureau. I'll let you glance over there. That camera goes right to the back of your house by the grace of God. Do you know how many times we have a case where we're looking for somebody and they could just go right off camera? Murphy's Law. Making it tougher on us. On your house, it couldn't be more on your house. It captures your entire house and backyard. That never happened. The dog never bit anybody. Who is that?
It's Melinda.
Right.
happened, Jeff?
futilely working on her. She's dead. Who's that?
That's my daughter.
Right. Do you want to see her ever again?
I do.
What happened?
Okay. Listen, let me make this very clear to you, how you could help the situation. Let me make it as clear as can be. And then we're going to walk out of this room, and you're never going to have the chance again. Tell us what happened, why it happened. We want to know why it happened. I have to go out to this family and talk to them. I have to go to your family and tell them. Don't make me go out there and say, you're a monster and you're a bad guy. Do you want to see her again? Because when this comes to the day of sentencing, you're not going to get any breaks at all. Because you know why? Because you're going to keep it inside of you. Do you want to see her again? This is your opportunity to see her again. If not, you're not going to see her again.
I had her all day.
Do you know the difference between premeditated murder and aggravated murder is?
No.
Because I feel that you planned this from the get-go. All that bullshit that we went out there, all the stuff going on with the alarms, you got the whole community in a tizzy. That's you. All right? So how do you want to make this better? Do you want to see Aurora or not?
I do.
All right? Because I tell you right now, we're going to go after the premeditated murder. And do you know what happens with that? The death sentence. You're not going to be around very long. Do you want that, or do you want to do the right thing and see her?
I didn't do anything.
You just made your choice. All right? You made your choice. Do not blame anybody else but yourself.
Jeff, what would your mom say if you asked her if you should tell the truth right now?
I didn't hurt Melinda. I never did anything to Melinda. I left.
All right, Jeff, stand up. Stand up. We're going to walk you back to the jail.
Turn around.
No, I'm not changing them now.
Less than 10 days later, on Halloween, the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner advised Detective Stoltz, the lead detective on this case, that the knife recovered from the scene tested positive for having Melinda's blood on the blade and for having Jeffrey's DNA on the handle. The detective had a warrant for Jeff's arrest written up immediately and called Jeff back in for another interview. Detectives played it cool at first, making small talk and re-asking old questions about the timeline of events. Eventually, they confronted him about the break-ins and asked if he was aware that the scenes he described were in fact under surveillance. Furthermore, after reviewing the dates and times, detectives concluded no such events ever took place. The dog never attacked an intruder. Jeff committed to his lie, though, and kept saying he didn't do anything wrong or hurt anybody. He was arrested at this time. He continued to deny those allegations. In subsequent interviews, though, with detectives and the FBI, Jeffrey finally admitted to killing Melinda, but refused to offer any convincing reason as to why. He eventually told the detectives he hid the gun in a Buick LeSabre parked at his parents' house, from which they recovered it. When detectives spoke with Jeff's mother, she had no idea what they were talking about as to money. She had never agreed to or had any intention of paying Melinda any amount of money for the wedding. She also had zero knowledge or plans to meet for dinner. It stands to reason when Melinda arrived home from her doctor's appointment that day, she most likely questioned Jeff about the money. I'm sure that $6,500 was heavy on her mind. Only Melinda, God, and Jeffrey know what happened before he took her life, because the evidence tells the rest. On November 8th, 2017, in Judge Pamela Barker's court, Jeffrey was officially indicted on count 1 of aggravated murder, an unclassified felony and the most severe in Ohio. Count 2 of murder, also an unclassified felony. Counts 3 and 4, felonious assault, both second-degree felonies. Count 5 of tampering with evidence, a third-degree felony. Count 6 of making false alarms, a first-degree misdemeanor. And Count 7 of endangering children, also a first-degree misdemeanor. Each includes an additional 1 to 3 years for the firearm specifications. Jeffrey pled not guilty at his arraignment and was issued a $1 million bond. Jeffrey retained attorney Joseph Patitucci, who fought this case for almost a year to the day. On October 17th of 2018, Jeff changed his plea from not guilty to no contest, which, while not technically an admission of guilt, allows the court to find one guilty without trial, while preventing a guilty plea being used against the defendant in future civil litigation. 12 days later, on the 29th, Judge Barker handed down her sentence to the killer, but before she did, the family was allowed to speak, and here is what they said.
Good morning. My name is Anna Koskovic. This is kind of addressed to you. My point is, Jeffrey Scullin should never be allowed to walk free again. The extent of his monstrous actions has forever crippled the lives of everyone he knows. My mother, Melinda, will never be coming back, and that egotistical boy had absolutely no reason or right to rip her away from us. I say boy and not man, because a man doesn't harm his loved ones. A man owns his actions and decisions without hiding behind lies. A man supports his family and would do anything for his children. Jeff has done none of these things. Because of his heinous crimes, my brother lost the best mother a child with Down syndrome could possibly have. My father lost his best friend and soulmate. My sister and I no longer have our smart, beautiful, and respectable role model mother to guide us. And my daughter, Aurora, lost her cherished Grammy. The worst part is that someday I will have to sit her down and explain this horrifying nightmare to her. I'll have to find a reason as to why her father chose incarceration and lies instead of his baby girl. And to be honest, I have no idea where to even begin. Jeffrey needs to never have the option to inflict this pain on another human being again, because he most definitely will kill again. He is a manipulator, a pathological liar, a thief, a sociopath, and above all, a sadistic murderer. He shows no remorse and deserves to spend his days away from the innocent. Sincerely, myself, Melinda's daughter, and his ex-fiance. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Megan Pluskovic, MEGAN-PLESKOVIC. Your Honor, our lives will never be the same because of Jeffrey Scullin. My mom was the face of compassion, love, perseverance, and because of him, she is gone. My mom faced countless numbers of setbacks and negative situations, but she always found a way to get through them and do so in a positive and enthusiastic manner. My mom is a fantastic mother, both loving and tough. As I got older, she quickly turned into my best friend. We would talk about everything under the sun, and I think one of the hardest parts now is not being able to call or hug her after something great or something horrible happens. She taught me to be passionate about things I believe in, to be non-judgmental, and to always stick up for myself and others around me. She was my biggest fan, and I grew up being hers. My last collegiate softball game, she drove 5 hours to support me, and after the game, she was the first person I cried to behind the dugout. She loved all of us kids and her granddaughter with all her heart. As for Jeffrey Scullin, my mom and dad opened their home to him because they're good, loyal people. My mom cared for him as a part of our family and bent over backwards for him, yet he took her life in one of the most violent ways imaginable. I wanted to feel the terror and pain that my mom must have experienced, but because of his lack of remorse and sick, twisted mind, I don't think he ever will. Nor do I think he cares about the grief and pain that his own family, his daughter, or the rest of us feel. He is a selfish, sadistic monster that deserves to never again see the light of day. He manipulated my entire family into thinking he could be trusted, all while he stole from us and plotted the unthinkable. He took away my dad's wife, my siblings and my mom, and his daughter's Grammy. He took away a life that gave nothing but goodness for reasons that we will probably never know. No punishment will ever bring back the incredible human being that my mom was, but knowing that Jeffrey Scullin will spend the rest of his pathetic life in prison would bring relief to all of us. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Bruce Pluskovic, BRUCEPLESKOVIC. In January of 2017, on Melinda's birthday, we were all sitting in the family room, and Anna and Jeff had an announcement that we would be grandparents. It was a bit of a shock, and we were taken by surprise, but we were also excited about the arrival of our first granddaughter. We wanted to help Jeff and Anna out as best as we could, so we offered to let them live in the basement so they could work and save up money for the next year or so. We allowed them to live rent-free and help with raising the baby as well, since we had experience raising 3 of our own. This would help them in the transition when they got married and moved out on her. We had a loving, caring, and normal household, and we took Jeff in as one of our own. Later in the year, we had 3 instances where money would go missing, then it was car keys going missing, then the reported burglaries that we learned after the fact to be untrue. We never had an instance around the house or in our neighborhood at this level, and Melinda even did a couple of Facebook posts wondering what was going on and how worried she was. Personally, I was trying to figure out a solution to what was going on, and was physically and mentally wearing down with the stress of a job loss, ensuing job loss that was coming after a lot of these incidents were happening. The loss of Melinda will have a rippling effect on the kids and I forever. Kyle is confused as to why his mom is not around and has become more attached to me. Every time we go out to eat, he spends a lot of time looking out the window to see if his mother is going to show up. My daughters are heartbroken by the loss of their mother, who can never be replaced. Aurora loved Melinda right away, and Grammy was her favorite. Melinda was a natural with kids, just like at her job teaching. Melinda and I had a game plan to downsize and live a little simpler life as the two of us headed towards the next chapter of lives, towards retirement. That dream has been taken away as replaced by nightmares, a lack of sleep, and having to live life at hyperspeed, just to work on a never-ending to-do list. Over the past year, it has been very therapeutical for me to keep up with our many circles of friends as much as possible. It has helped with the emptiness, loneliness, depression, and the hurt with the loss of them all. I can sense the pain, shock, and anger on all their faces when I see them, but when we get together, we make the best of it, have fun, rehashing the memories and stories of them. Now that I've seen the interviews with the detectives and the overwhelming evidence, Jeff's continuation of maintaining his innocence doesn't allow our family to heal and receive closure. He never provided a reason why or accepted responsibilities for his actions leading up to the night of Melinda's horrific murder. Jeff also seems to portray himself as a victim in all this when he's the one who has caused all the pain and suffering. I find it really insulting. The week after Melinda was killed, through his time of arrest, he calmly carried on as if nothing of significance seemed to have happened. He even wanted us to put apps on our cell phones so he knew where we all were. I find that a bit scary. I'm aware of a couple situations in his past involving him with firearms. Between these situations and Melinda's seemingly planned murder, I truly believe Jeff would kill again and ruin innocent people's lives like ours. I'm asking the court for justice and a verdict that reflects the unending pain and suffering he has caused my family and all the people who knew and loved her dearly. Thank you, John.
Due to being similar in nature, counts 1 through 4 were merged and he was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 30 years, but an additional 3 years of mandatory time for the firearm specification, totaling 33 years before he's eligible for the parole board. Counts 5 through 7 added a total of 4 years, but that would run concurrent to the life sentence and would not add any additional time to his total sentence. Jeff is currently housed at the Madison Correctional Institution in London, Ohio. His first parole hearing is scheduled for September of 2050. What an insane case. You meet a girl, get her pregnant, her family takes you in, treats you like their own. They help you bring a child into this world, help you pay for your wedding, all while you're stealing from them and manufacturing incidents like break-ins to take the heat off yourself, or maybe take pleasure in watching those around you suffer. In fact, most of, if not all of the missing items were found in Jeff's living spaces while Melinda's family cleaned out their home. Constantly lying to your fiance about your income and your future together, all to snap when the lies run out of time to buy. Absolutely horrifying to not know who you are laying next to every night. Letting hold and watch your child. My heart goes out to Melinda's family and friends. She was beloved in her community, in her career, and most of all, her family. She was an avid lover of soccer and never missed an opportunity to play or coach. We are sure she is missed dearly and still thought about to this day by those she impacted. Thank you so much for watching this edition of MadCamz. We really appreciate all the support from viewers like you. Big shout out again to the newest channel member, Vamp Faye, and the OG as well. Super thanks are a great way to show your support without the monthly commitment. If you're able, we can't say thank you enough. Don't hesitate to email us any tips or leads of cases you've heard about but haven't seen. We have more on the way, so stay tuned, stay safe out there. MadCamz out.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.